Hi, my name is Bernard Bushell. My passion is relationships and how they work. Understanding the sexes in the home and the office and what makes us tick. I found the answer in my formula. We all think we know the sexes, but the book I have just written puts an easy slant on the subject. It is a formula which explains the behavior patterns of men and women. I wondered why so many relationships end in divorce, my own included. Why men and women do not understand each other. Why over 53% of marriages end in divorce, and women initiate over 70% of divorces. Obviously, they're not happy with their men. In an aha moment in the middle of the night, a good time for enlightenment, I created a formula that can save relationships and make us all happier souls. My intention is for the formula to 1. Improve your existing relationship, 2. Enable you to find the right partner, and 3. Avoid divorce. Understanding the sexes is paramount to having a great life. It's about human nature expressed in a 3-letter formula, E, S, and R. Much like Einstein was able to interpret in explaining relativity. And by the way, he actually had his own problems with women. Knowing and using the formula has improved my life, and I'm sure it can improve yours. The formula is a breakthrough secret in understanding men and women. Most important, erasing the damage divorce does to children. It is endless and lasts for generations, not to mention the financial drain on our economy. There's a problem out there, and the more people I speak to, the more devastating divorce stories I hear, almost all with disastrous consequences. Most likely, according to statistics, you've had a similar situation to mine. My mission, if I can save just one marriage through my formula, I will have considered all the time spent in writing my book and consulting couples worthwhile. I created the formula for the sexes to better understand each other. It is E over S equals R. It works in business as it works in real life. E is for ego, the mantra for most men, a male hunter metaphor. S is for security, the mantra for most females, a female gatherer metaphor, which equals R for relationship. If the female does not support the male ego, it is impossible to have a relationship. And conversely, if a man does not give a woman the security she needs, emotional as well as financial, it is also impossible to have a relationship. The formula works. I have been dubbed the Einstein of relationships since creating the formula. Why am I so passionate about relationships? I was troubled for years when my first marriage ended in divorce, guilty as having upset my children's lives. Why was it such a surprise to me that I was not able to know or understand what the opposite sex needed and wanted? I was clueless. This formula is the ABC for understanding the sexes. I married young before I knew what the opposite sex was all about. I often thought there was a need for a handbook. Maybe my formula is the tool. It's never too late to learn. All too often our parents, as in my case, set a bad example in not being compatible. I fathered 3 children, was married for 18 years. You could say I'm an everyman. My life experience in being single and married for so many years are my credentials. After separating, I was single for 14 years. I dated 50 women, 50, all in trying to understand women. I'm now happily married for over 20 years, 20 great years. I was successful in my business life, in public relations, finance, retail, and real estate. I owned 8 hotels, managed hundreds of apartments with female tenants, and made millions. I owned 7 ladies' wear stores with over 100 saleswomen and thousands of customers over 14 years. I thought I had gotten to know women pretty well. It was not until I had my epiphany that I realized how wrong I was. It was in the middle of the night that I discovered a formula that I believe could help everyone. It's all in my book. The formula, how I found it, and what it can do for you. The book is about my life, but mainly about the breakthrough relationship formula, telling you what I learned and what you might be interested in knowing. Everyone can have a better relationship. There's nothing more satisfying than a happy love life, and a miserable life is no picnic. You know the easy cliche, happy wife, happy life, is not so far from the truth. I suffered in the 14 years I was single, trying to find Miss Right. I'm glad that part of my life is over, and I can enjoy a loving relationship. It's no secret. It's in the formula, E/S=R. Educators, physicians, and a Park Avenue sex and family therapist have opined and endorsed my book, The Formula. Since men come from a woman's body and train them, men always listen to a woman's voice. Men, I believe, do not give women enough credit for trying to nurture and caring for them. It is an ego thing. Men often resist being told what to do by women, especially as they grow older. My advice is to ask a man, never tell him. See the illustration on the cover of my book? Each sex has to support the other. Men, I say, are like trucks and women's sports cars, very high energy multitaskers. Together they hold up each side of a roof on a house. I care deeply about you, your family, and your happiness, and all I want you to do is to have love. I believe the formula can help you improve your relationship, even if it is currently a success.